Hey, welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Hawnt. It's tape time again. We're going to go and look for some VHS bundles on eBay. I'm going to see if we can find gold in any of those bundles. If you've not been familiar with the show before, I hunt for a lot of stuff on eBay, and I talk about a lot of pop culture stuff. My last couple of videos have been about Full Moon Features, the studio from Charles Band that he formed after Empire Pictures, and I've been obsessed with those movies for years. So if there's any Full Moon movies in these batches tonight, I'm going to be really pleased about that. Absolutely. So we're going to look for some VHS horror bundles. If you're not familiar with who I am, I'm a author, podcaster, YouTube person, accidental filmmaker, dad, geek, comic book writer, and a bunch of stuff like that. I wrote a book called VHS Ate My Brain, which came out in 2014. There is a new edition coming out very soon, so please do look out for that, and please do subscribe. Okay, now the pre-roll is done. Let's get looking for some tapes. Oh, by the way, if any of you are wondering why I wear a lot of straight-to-video stuff, let's show this Sammy Kerr on from Trick or Treat. That's because I love straight-to-video. Straight-to-video is a pop culture nerd's dream. It's all the brainchild of a dude called Rob Lane, and he's just glorious. He's one of the coolest people you could ever meet. He does like an incredible podcast. You would not believe the guests he gets on that podcast. It is insane. The quality of them is just ridiculous. I will link to the show below and the website there where you can check out what Rob gets up to. He's a very, very clever, talented man who is an awesome musician, and I just wish I was as cool as Rob. Honestly, check him out. Check his stuff out. It rules. So, to tonight's adventure on the interwebs, looking at eBay for stuff. VHS horror bundles. So let's go to VHS horror bundle. And then, of course, we switch to UK only because overseas shipping is insane. And I'm going to switch to auction. And I'm going to switch from best match to lowest price and P&P and see what happens. Now let's see if we can find some cool stuff in these bundles. I like to look at bundles on eBay because they often have surprising contents in them. So let's see what we can find here. Mixed match, assorted films. You're not going to find much value in ones that are just like standard movies. I would suggest sticking to more cult films. There's an interesting batch, and let's get this one open as well. Ooh, this person has some very cool bundles here, and some interesting flip-flops as well. Oh, some X-Rental there. Big boxes there. Okay, we've got plenty to go at tonight. There's a lot of very cool stuff here. Those are quite common things, quite common again. Again, quite common. It tends to be the big box X-Rental tapes that have the most value. If you're interested in value, or that's still there, the Linnea Quigley signed Return of the Living Dead. Ooh, hello. Or they just look better on a shelf, I think, than the later sell-through tapes. So, yeah. Right, let's have a look at some of these I've got open, and we shall get started. So, this first batch. Now, these are sell-through tapes, but I opened this up for a reason. We've got the Toolbox Murders. Now, what edition is that? That's Vipco Cult Classics. So, not quite uncut, but not far off. I'm fond of Vipco. I know that they weren't always perfect in the product that came out, but it was a magic thing to be able to still get hold of those things. I got so many Vipco titles back in the day; it was unreal. And later they came, pardon that, they came back with the Scream Time DVDs and the budget DVDs and things like that, which meant I could get an armful of horror movies for like £5. It was awesome. So we've got here the Toolbox Murders. We've got Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Well, it's got Debbie Harry in it, Christian Slater. That's a solid film. Well, The Entity. The Entity I have seen has been getting better prices lately. That seems to have gone up in interest. I'm not sure why. I don't think it's been remade or anything. And we've got Flushed Away at Birth, Horrifically Grotesque, Definitely Not for the Squeamish, Sewage Baby.
All he wanted was a cuddle.
So, yeah, that's another Vipco one on the Cult Classic Sicko label. That for £4 and £3.20 postage. That's a pretty good batch. You know, that's £1 a tape, and paying £1 for Toolbox Murders and Sewage Baby, which are scarce in their own right. That is a good deal. Okay, let's have a look at this one with 5 tapes. Okay, The Beast Must Die, so that's okay. Dario Argento's Wax Mask, that's quality. Evil Dead 2, Forefront Edition, which is the budget edition of Prince of Darkness, and the sell-through Entertainment in Video edition of Puppet Master. That's okay, it's £5, so £1 a tape. I like the seller, they do seem to be doing £1 a tape. Let's have a look at their other items in another tab. And that's pretty good value. That's great for sell-through tapes. I mean, you need Evil Dead 2 in your collection. Prince of Darkness, you can't go wrong with that. And Puppet Master, I'm biased because I'm so into Charles Band stuff. That's a good lot. That's not bad for £5 at all. But we've not really found any bundles yet that's just crazy stuff. Oh, okay, this person here, Haunted Films, nice name. It's got some really cool lots on there. Prom Night 2 and Prom Night 3. It's not bad for a tenner. That's a good pairing there. Lady Hawk. Fire in the Sky. I don't understand why Fire in the Sky is such a high price. What's going on with that? Speaking of which, Fire in the Sky came up suggested to me on Amazon Prime as like a featured movie. I'm like, why? I thought all that had passed in about 1993, the interest in that movie. Anyway, so we've got a slightly more expensive one here, which is it's like £1.25 per tape. So we've got Zombie Horror Bundle. At least they've been bundled together in theme, so you've put some thought into this, Haunted Films, I must say. So we've got Day of the Dead. I've got that version. That's the sell-through version of Day of the Dead. We've got the George Romero's Document of the Dead sell-through, that's very cool. That is a really good documentary. I do wholeheartedly recommend. You see that on any format that you're able to see it on, be it digital or VHS or whatever, it's quality. Vincent Dawn's Zombie Creeping Flesh, on the other hand, is an absolute turd of a film. I still like it. I've watched it a few times. I still enjoy it for what it is, but it's not a great film at all. But this is a good example of what Vipco were doing at the time with the Vaults of Horror series, where they would openly say, previously banned in 1 million countries, not even available on Mars. Yes, previously banned. So it's got that. The interest in the video nasties was still big at the time, even though the furore around it had faded. Okay, that's a good lot. Let's see what's in this next one. So we've got, bloody Fire in the Sky again. So Angel Heart, Fire in the Sky, Dead Heat, Candyman, and Blood Rage. The only one I would be interested in there is Blood Rage, and I do have that tape upstairs somewhere. That is, it's okay. It's nothing to really write home about, but it's a good film to have in the collection. It's a bit different. It's not one you see all that often. Okay, let's have a look at this big box, this bundle here. We've got 17 big box, some egg rental. I don't want to rent eggs. Eggs rental VHS tape bundle job lot. Okay, let's see what we've got in this batch. See if there's anything interesting here. So we've got Dangerous Intentions, Backbeat, the Beatles movie, Hidden Agenda, Devil in a Blue Dress, To Catch a Killer, Crime Story, Final Chapter, Get Carter, Texas, Bob Geldof and Mel Smith. No, thank you. I love Mel Smith dearly, but I never really got him as an actor. I always preferred his comedy work. Christopher Lambert and Christopher Lloyd in Why Me? That's an entertaining rental era tape. Broken Arrow, City Hall, Operation Condor, Charlotte Gray with Kate Blanchett, The Fan, and one with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Alec Baldwin. I don't know what that is, I'm sorry. Not one of any interest, unfortunately. Let's see if there's any gold in this one. So there's an X-Files tape on top. That's the one with the blur there. File 6 Master Plan is an X-Files tape. Back when TV shows came with like 2 episodes per tape. Get Shorty. Rasputin with Alan Rickman. Always good to have Alan Rickman in anything. Ruby Ridge. Woman's Courage. Okay, let's have a look down here. Convicted, Man in the Iron Mask. Bellman and True. What's that one? Can't see because of my light. It's got Wesley Snipes and Diane Lane in it. Not sure. Mo Better Blues, The Chamber, False Arrest, Judgment Day, Shawshank Redemption, Indecent Seduction. Phoenix is a good one, although that did fall victim to the let's put out a cheapy pan and scan pound DVD of it. which things that came out in the VHS era, I don't really think they a lot of them don't stand up to DVD. All the rough bits are a lot more visible. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We shall carry on. Rare Horror VHS bundle in the next tab. Okay, here we go. So this is 25 quid. Personally, for me, there's not £25 value there, but go for your life if you fancy it. The Crow is really common. Children of the Corn is way too common. The Fly is pretty easy to come by, but the 3 tapes here that I would have interest in are Dream Demon. I love that movie. I had that edition, actually. I had 2 editions of that movie and sold both, unfortunately. I've really been missing my VHS collection lately. I really wanted to stick on some of the things I had, like Slaughterhouse and Shock 'em Dead and things like that, and I just... I regret being broke at the time. But yeah, we want to look at Dream Demon here. That's quality. Hell Island, granted it's an MGM-UA video, but that's not a hugely common tape at all. And we've got Grandmother's House, X-Rental. When life is worse than the nightmare, you never want to wake up. So I'm not entirely sure what Grandmother's House is. It looks a bit like a Flowers in the Attic sort of thing. Looks very sinister, but with it being big box X-Rental, there is additional interest in there. So I'm not sure about 25 quid for that. I would have said about 15 for that batch plus postage myself, but that's you know, just my opinion. This isn't a bundle. I just wanted to check it out. Night of the Living Dead. Oh yeah, with the awesome poster art. £3.20. There's a day left on it. Is that just the box though? Oh no, the tape's there. Ah, it's cut. Okay. Yeah, the cover's cut. That's a shame. I think it is anyway. It looks cut. No wonder it's cheap. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Terrifying. Stuart Little and Stuart Little 2. Absolutely horrifying. Dawn of the Dead. Queen of the Damned. Queen of the Damned was alright. I didn't mind that so much. See, more copies of The Entity. Kingdom of the Spiders. Let's find some more bundles. Oh, Haunting of M. See, something I have noticed lately is that VHS in the wild is dead. Doesn't. I wonder what's on that. I'm gonna have a look at what's on those pre-recorded, those ones people taped at home. Yeah, VHS hunting at home is dead. Charity shops don't take them anymore. I found the Doctor Who double tape set, VHS set recently in a charity shop, but it's like the first thing they've had in. Someone had literally just brought it in. I think they were going to throw it away, but I ended up buying it. But prices are going up online sometimes. So just looking here, there's Head of the Family there for £10.95. I've just won a copy of that for £2.20. So shop around. If there's a particular title you're after, shop around. Don't just go for the first one that you see. Okay, this looks juicy. Okay, let's get that one open. Oh, we've had those open in the last episode. Evidently they didn't sell in that case. That's sad. That is strange. That one there, the Job Lot of 13 horror VHS videos. We had that open in the previous episode of my VHS hunting adventures. And that's a shame, because that's some cracking tapes for $9.99. As is that one. That's awesome. I can see demons, I can see spectres. There's a bunch of stuff there that is well worth $9.99 and a $5 as postage. That's criminal. And now the screaming starts. $14.99. That's an interesting one. That's a nice little curio there. I like that. The Titans of Terror VHS box set. So in there, we've got... what a weird mix. Okay, I thought that... I saw Halloween, Elm Street, and Friday the 13th. I thought that was going to be the first movie in each franchise. But looking at that here, that's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, so it's not got Michael Myers in it. However, in my opinion, it is the best of all the series. That's the one with the pumpkin masks and things like that. We've got Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Personally, which is definitely the best of the series. And the first Friday the 13th movie, which it's a classic, but it's not my favourite of the series. My favourite of the series would be like 2 or 3, to be honest, when it really became the thing about Jason. So that's a weird box set, but it does have some nice Freddy Krueger art on the side there, Titans of Terror. Let's have a look around the box. So that's just standard sell-through tapes. I had all 3 of those. Yep. Oh, Halloween's still sealed. Elm Street 3's been used. And Friday the 13th is sealed. Wow. Okay, that's really good. It's 99 pence. 6 days, 23 hours left on it, so it's only gone up like an hour ago or something like that probably, and $3.20 postage. But if you get it for like 99p, that's £4.19 for 3 quality tapes in a box I've not seen before. I like that slipcase. There is modified artwork from the Elm Street 3 cover. It's been copied from that, which is, as you see there, but it's got that extra glowing effect on it, and I find that really good. Oh, it's from HMV. Check that out. Oh, where's the sticker? There it is. At the bottom there. There is nostalgia. Videos at HMV. The HMV shop. $29.99 for 3 VHS tapes. You know, it amazes me that stuff happened now. I do really miss those days. They're very different days at the moment, and you know, that's fine. That's how life goes. Right, let's have a look through this weird batch of home recorded tapes. I was fascinated to see what's on these because they are real snapshots of people's lives. That's something I talked about in VHS 8 My Brain, where these have really captured personalities and bits of people's lives. Return of the Jedi, Time Flyers, HMS Belfast, Z-Cars. People still talk about Z-Cars. Batman Returns in Electric Dreams. That's a great tape. That's so cool. I don't know, everyone will share my interest in a big box of old tapes that people taped off the telly. But you never know what you're going to find on those. There could be adverts, there could be music videos, there could be momentous historic occasions that have been captured on these things. Jungle Book and The Godfather on that one. Judge Dredd. Space Jam. Half of 50 pence. I don't know what that is. But it does pay to Rain Man, Hudson Hawk, and Babe. What a weird trio. It's like sounds like a drinking game. If you get through all those in a row, it sounds like a drinking game. But anyway, when you find batches like this, like all of these, 100 tapes, £50 plus. I bet we've not got £50 of value in there. What I would call £50 of value anyway. If that's all the bundles? How weird. I thought there'd be more bundles than that of horror movies. Evidently not. I'll switch to VHS Horror and see what else comes up. Right, let's have a look in this huge VHS film bundle of 100 plus tapes. Okay. Let's zoom in a bit here for you. So, let me have a look down this first one. We've got some cool films here. And Speed 2. No comment. Terminator. Sleeps in Seattle. Fierce Creatures. Highlander. Awesome. First Highlander. Hasn't aged well, but I still love it. The Net. That hasn't aged well at all, and still love it. Labyrinth. Frighteners. Cube. Quality movie. Jurassic Park and Lost World. Jurassic Park 2. No, there's not £50 there. If you want to bolster a collection, if you're building a video store in your basement or a shed or something like that, that's a great lot to get a bunch of films at once, but not something I would personally be after that. Let's see what else we've got. Let's see if we can find one more bunch of horror tapes. All these single ones, Angel. But as you've seen in the batches here, you can find tapes. In fact, can find bundles where there's a bunch of standard things, but then there's like 2 or 3 tapes that are very cool. So it's really worth checking out the bundles when they are available. Oh, look at that, 99p for a double hammer. Revenge of Frankenstein and Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. That's quality. I always like the the tapes with 2 of them on because that's just fun. It's like you can have your own personal double bill there. Flesh and Blood with Rutger Hauer for £1. Great one for the shelf. See, I do wonder if DVDs are going to get the same level of nostalgia as VHS did, because we are now entering the age where DVDs are retro, and that's a frightening thought. That's a really weird thought. Creepshow 2 for £2. The witchcraft movies. No. Not my thing. Final Exam for £2 is good. I like that. Final Exam is a really quality slasher movie, a classic slasher movie from the era when they were really all over the place. I do recommend this movie wholeheartedly. It surprised me. It's an embassy tape, and it has a cool look to it, and it's just a very straightforward slasher movie, but it works, and £2 for that is a really good deal. Come on, there's got to be a good bundle here. Anywhere? Kindred, there was a movie that I really liked the trailer for, and the film turned out to be a bit weird and not really what I expected. Santa Sagre. I think that may well be it for VHS horror bundles tonight. Let's switch it round. I've always wondered if this would work. Horror VHS. Okay, to end the episode, I found this VHS collection here, approximately 500 tapes. Horror, action, comedy, classics, and drama for 99p. You can already see Life Force in there and a bunch of stuff. So, approximately 500 tapes. It's collection in person, okay? So it's collection in person. That is a bit of an issue there, because for 500 tapes you're going to need a van. But let's see what is in this batch. This is definitely a bundle you will get value from. So we've got Cube 2, Black Christmas, Hardware. I mean, whatever this goes for, I think you're going to get your money back on this. Even if it goes for like £100, you're easily going to get your money back. There's Toolbox Murders, Not of This Earth, with Tracy Lords, Sword of Vengeance, otherwise known as Lone Wolf for Cub, or Shogun Assassin, Annihilator, definitely get your money back on that. Bloodbath, yep. There's some really odd, obscure little tapes here, and this is really good. Granted, there's a lot of junk. I see Happy Gilmore. But there's some great stuff just on that first one. It's Robot Jocks. Love Robot Jocks. Okay, let's take a look at the next photo in this series and go up. So we've got The Burning, The Manson Family. Wow. Village of the Damned. TerrorVision. They've got TerrorVision on VHS. The Empire movie of my dreams. I can't buy 500 tapes, my wife would kill me. Can't buy 100 tapes, my wife would kill me. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Vengeance the Demon, otherwise known as the first Pumpkinhead. That is awesome. Deadly Blessing. I've had that and sold it before. Wow, this is impressive. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Naked Killer with Chingami Yao there. That'll go for that's a good tape. Hard Target, one of the best action movies ever. Maniac Cop, Rollerball. There is some brilliant stuff there. The Debbie Gibson video collection. No. There's some really weird tapes here. Love it. I wonder if this has come from a video store, if it's just a very extensive personal collection. But They Live, Inseminoid. Someone likes their weird horror. Baby Caught in the Land of Demons. Live Bottom stuff. Evil Dead box set. This is crazy. Okay, let's get to the end of this one, and I think that sums it up, that you will find quality in bundles. Again, there are a lot of tapes you would have to go through to get to the quality, but there's some great stuff in here. if you just check it out. Look for bundles, look for a particular genre, action, martial arts, anything like that. You may well find entire collections like this, or you may well find things that have come out of video stores. Look at that, Friday the 13th there. 1, Friday the 13th Part 2 and 3, final chapter, A New Beginning, Jason Lives, New Blood, Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason X, all on tape. That rules. Yeah, there is the drawback of picking them up in person, but oh my god, that is so good. So I think that sums it up, really. You can find a lot of gold on eBay if you are able to just look through the bundles. You can often find bundles for quite cheap because people don't necessarily want the extras. But you can either sell the extras on yourself once you've got the tapes that you want from it, or you can pass them on to other collectors, or you can just recycle them in some way. I'm sure there's a way you can do it. But there's so much to be found out there still. Absolutely nothing to be found in the wild of late, because I've not found tapes, apart from that Doctor Who tape, in ages. I mean, years. It seems to have definitely gone mostly online and just be for the collector market at like movie fairs and movie markets and things like that. But conventions, that's the word I mean, not movie markets. What am I talking about? Conventions. But yeah, these things are still out there, and they are there to be taken and to be enjoyed by weirdos like us, because it's fun being weird. And on that note, I will sign off for the evening. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Planet Hex. Please do check out my other channel, which apparently is over there according to my thumb, That Retro Life, which I will link to you down below for my current endeavours trying to get a new book published. And also check out my other videos on here. At the moment, as I say, I am writing a movie in the style of filming, which I'm trying to do in 7 days. Took a break from it tonight to do this for you guys, because I'm nice. And yeah, there's lots going on. Do check it out. Please subscribe and find out what happens next. I'm Andrew Hawnt. Thanks ever so much for watching Planet Hex.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and validate my existence.